This next tutorial is going to look at the rectangle function, or rect. So let's walk through the code. So we've got the name commented out, the setup block, and the draw block. So void setup, size 500 by 500, color mode RGB, background, again, 000 black. Again, if we wanted to, we could just make that a single zero. We have to make sure that we have the parenthesis. Fill, some color to be determined. Stroke is white. It's 255, 255, 255. We could also make that just, oops, just a single number. So it's white. Set the stroke weight 1 pixel wide. Okay, now I'm going to draw a rectangle. And the rectangle has 4 parameters, similar to the ellipse. And where the ellipse draws from the center, the rectangle draws from the upper left-hand side. So, as the default. So we've got a rectangle that's 250, 250, 75, 75. So it'll be centered corner. Then we're going to set no fill. So we've gone from fill at 234, 213, 12 to no fill. So it's eliminated a fill color. So now it's transparent. We're setting the rect mode to center. So this is a new feature. So there's two features for this. There's rect mode center, rect mode corner. There's a couple others as well, but those are the two primary ones to be aware of. Rect mode corner means how is it drawing the rectangle. Rect mode corner originates the rectangle from the upper left hand corner of the rectangle, meaning the X and Y position is marked by the upper left hand corner. Rect mode center centers the rectangle, so the X and Y position is based on the center of the rect. So we go rect mode center, we draw a new rectangle, so it's got the same stroke weight, it's got no fill, and it's 100 by 100, and that's the position, and that's 75 pixels wide, 75 pixels tall. Then down at the bottom, we're doing something, this is a bit unorthodox, and actually it's probably just to demonstrate how the looping works, but we're resetting rect mode to corner. And so what I would like to do is actually move this, because it's very difficult to read and it requires sort of me to read to the bottom to understand what's happening at the top. And instead what I should do is take this line and I'm going to put this up here, probably right after background. So, because logically that makes more sense, right? So I'm setting the background to black. So let's walk through this as if we're drawing it. So we're drawing a black background. We're then saying, okay, we're going to draw our rectangles from the corner. I'm going to set a fill color, set a stroke weight, draw the rectangle, eliminate the fill, and then set the rect mode to center, and then we're drawing the rectangle here, and then we jump back up to the top and repeat. So that makes a bit more sense in terms of logic, because you want to set all the different controlling values above the actual drawing of the object itself. So if we hit play or run, you can see we've got this. This is the rectangle, the first rectangle, which is 250 by 250. And you can see the corner is at the center, right? And it's drawing the rectangle from that point. But this rectangle is 100 by 100, so it's actually drawing with the originating point being right in the middle of this, 100 pixels wide, 100 pixels down. It's a 75 by 75 pixel rectangle. Okay, so the big takeaway here is you can control where the rectangle is being drawn using Rect mode. There's a similar sort of feature in function in Ellipse called Ellipse Mode, and it also has a corner and center. Center is default for Ellipse. But just keep in mind that you want to be stepping down through, and you want to set the features above when you actually call the object to be drawn, so that you're setting all the features and parameters ahead of when it's drawn, like fill color, stroke color, drawing mode, etc. Okay.